New Brighton couple Max Deutsch and Kathy Smith aren't enjoying their daily walks on North New Brighton Beach. They're sick of the driftwood that's washed ashore. Last Friday they were especially miffed by these three large piles of debris stacked by the Christchurch City Council.
This is what they scraped up, and you can see they've hidden it very well. There's three piles on this particular beach.
Is it all from the storm?
This is accumulated rubbish from the last 12 months.
But when CTV News returned to the beach today, the piles were gone. The Christchurch City Council had moved the debris further down the beach over the weekend.
We got caught halfway between a job being finished. We don't like leaving piles of driftwood stacked up like that in high use areas, and generally we take them away from public areas.
The couple were annoyed by the mess on the sand, but the City Council says it's just the beach doing its thing.
It's a natural situation. There's birds feeding on the seaweed. The driftwood has a role in trapping the sand. We do clear the driftwood in the summertime when there's people using these surf club areas, but mostly it's a natural Canterbury beach.
But to be fair, this isn't a typical beach. The driftwood is larger and it's more costly for the council to remove.
You can see the size of the driftwood here. It requires a heavy machine with a blade and a rake and that kind of stuff. A normal beach groomer you think of in Gold Coast or the North Island can't handle this kind of driftwood. So when we've priced it out, we've looked at options. You know, we're talking maybe $100,000 just to do a few surf clubs for a few months over the summertime. It's not a cheap option, and we have to ask ourselves, is that a good use of money?
The Christchurch City Council instead moves the debris down the beach and buries it under dunes, which hasn't impressed the locals. But Rodney Chambers says the dunes are the city's best defence against storms and potential tsunamis.
And that's worked well over the years. Obviously, yeah, we don't want it left lying around for people to trip over and be critical of, so certainly we don't want bits of wood with nails and posts and things lying about, and that was never our intent.
150,000 people visit the New Brighton Pier every year. It's a popular destination for the locals, but some tend to leave souvenirs of their trip to the beach behind.
Is litter probably the biggest problem you face on New Brighton Beach?
Well, it's the one that people find most offensive, certainly, and so we prioritise it and we keep on with it. We have drums of stuff washing in off boats and all sorts of things, so we're constantly picking up rubbish as the guys are working up and down here.
Litter's a big problem and a popular complaint against those looking after the beach. This morning, an empty box of beers from a beach party was in full view of passers-by. Litter teams can be seen each day travelling down the beach cleaning up, but there's still more rubbish to be found. The Christchurch City Council is hoping the message will get through and litter offenders will start putting their rubbish in the bin. Marcus Gibbs, CTV News.